Hi.
Hello?
Okay, that's a good start.
There's no echo in.
That is a good start. Right,
Right.
okay. Perry, I've sent you the request. He's on with us.
Perry's joined.
Let's just hope you can see the request.
Come on, pal.
I can't believe in this day and age we are actually struggling with technology. What is going on? Honestly.
It sounds okay. It doesn't, I don't think, if anybody's listening, can anybody hear any bad sounds? Still won't let me join 2 secs, Perry.
Okay.
It's not been working great today. No, at least he's laughing. At least he's smiling.
Honestly, I might cry in a minute. I just feel like I should have just pre-recorded the start. Welcome to Live Friday on. Honestly.
There's no bad sounds. Everybody's saying
perfect. Thank you. I feel like we should quickly tell you everything now before it goes.
Get all that, they're done.
Look, thank you. You guys have become my sound technicians today. I really appreciate it. Welcome back to Live Surgery. We are now going to hopefully interview Perry about his life experiences and the path he took and where he is now and what he's learned and everything we can get to know about his life experience. We just need to get him into the chat. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chi. Okay, so we have got underscore. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, Ricky's getting the blame again.
Yeah. He's not even here again, is he?
He's moving into another cupboard. Okay, so we've sent it to Perry and now we just wait. At this rate, I'll be turning up to Perry's with a camera and a mic. Could you give us an interview, please?
Is this where we're going to be into next Friday surgery?
Ricky on a bus around London looking for people to interview them. Is the signal good here? Okay, so just waiting. So basically, we today want to be talking about the pathways and stuff. So in your experience, Dan,
yeah,
you know, when you meet people and you work with them, do they, well, they don't have the sense to know that that's wrong and that's right.
Yeah, yeah.
And I suppose it's your job sometimes to instill that into people.
Yeah. We tried to, that was something we tried to instill, I guess, with this young person who's going to come up here and talk. And it wasn't easy. There was a lot of family dynamic challenges that were in place. You know, the story that I've got of how I actually engaged with Perry, I had him for about 6 weeks, but I couldn't get hold of him. He was about 15. He was on the run from the old Bill. He was on the run from going into social services. And I used to work in a school. And I kept seeing him every day riding past the school. And I kept thinking, I'm going to catch him. So one day I just decided, you know what? I just ran through the school, jumped in the car, drove in front of him. He was like, whoa, what are you doing? I was like, listen, we've got to work together, right? Like I've been employed to work with you. We've got to start doing our thing together. And from that day, we literally built up a relationship. And after about, I don't know, it was about 6 to 8 months, maybe a year, the social worker got Simon involved. And that's how me and Simon became together. And then from that day onwards, me and Simon have been doing a hell of a lot. And it's just about trying to create that change of the young person and trying to change that mindset, trying to instill some boundaries and some things that they're able to get on with. When Perry comes on and talk, I can't wait for him to come on and talk and actually talk about where he's gone. From where he was at 16, where everybody was like, this kid's not going to do anything. He's going to be in jail. He's going to be doing this. For where he is now, he's one of our most successful stories that we've ever had.
That's amazing.
So
where you thought he could have been.
Yeah. What everybody was, you know, all those statistics where everybody was saying he's going to be in jail, he's going to be a gang member, he's going to be a robber, he's going to be a drug dealer, he's going to be this. Perry's life now, when you talk to him, listen, it brings tears to my eyes, and I think the same thing with Simon. I'm pretty sure Simon from Mixed Foundations will say the same thing. He's an amazing young man to have changed his life around to what he's doing now.
I think what a lot of people underestimate is the time it takes to do that. This is not like an overnight thing. Like, one, you need to want to do it.
Yeah.
And two, you need to be patient and consistent with it, because you give up once or you go back once, you've got to start again almost, haven't you?
Yeah. And I think what a lot of people don't understand, a lot of organisations, statutory organisations, just think, oh, well, you get a mentor, go and do like 6 or 7 sessions, everything's all done, like you're all good, everything's all done. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
It can take 2 years, sometimes it can take 3 years, sometimes it might take 6 months, but the reality, with a young person that's involved and got a lot of different family dynamics going on, it's a struggle.
Yeah.
And so you've got to put that time and effort in. And one of the things that always becomes a hindrance, I think, for all of our organisations is that money. Where can we get the funding, so on and so forth?
Exactly.
Perry's still having problems joining.
Yeah, I'm just trying again now. If not, I'm going to have to send an Uber to go and get him.
I'm just going to quickly just text him and just see what the problem is. Just stay.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to see if we can invite. I'm requesting to join, but not having it. Okay. Let me see. Okay, Mixed Foundations, I'm trying to add you as well. I mean, I'm not sure what's going on today, but Instagram technology does not like me. Okay, so Dan's left me now. I'm waiting for Simon to come on if he's there. I'm also waiting for Perry. I'm not going to add Ricky back yet in case we jinx the sound problem. So I'm just going to see if we have any luck. If not, guys, you're just going to have to be stuck with me. Okay. Bliss, is that your name there? I can see you want me to add you as well. Okay, one sec. Let me have a look here. I'm back. Okay. Guys. Okay. Okay, we have got. There we go. I'll send a request. Okay, give me 1 minute, Blitz. I'm going to add you in as well.
Surprise.
Hi.
Surprise, surprise.
We're not having a great technology day, boss.
The sound is perfect.
At all.
The sound's fine now at the moment. Okay, so we let in 3 people. Okay. So all we've got to do now is add Perry. Okay. Right. Let's have a go.
Try this again, guys.
Go again, Vic. Let's see if we can jump him in.
I think Mixed Foundations have just said the same thing. Sidemen saying the same thing, struggling.
Yeah, okay. So jumping in.
I think, Andy, you're just in a big room, so it's quite echoey anyway.
Okay. But you jump me back out. I just wanted to make sure I could come in anyway.
You want me to kick you out?
Yeah,
now,
throw me out, kick me out,
back
get rid of me now.
Guys, honestly, thank whoever's watching. I'm really thankful for your patience because
everybody.
Yeah, if you've got anything to do in the meantime for the minute.
Fucking hell,
funny.
Hi.
Hi, Perry.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I thought I was going to have to come and find you myself.
Oh, I was about to smash my phone up.
Don't do that.
Typical Perry.
Good.
No, I won't.
How you doing, Perry? You okay?
I'm alright.
I really appreciate you coming on today.
That's alright.
Are you okay to talk now?
Yeah.
Okay, so Dan talks very highly of you and you've worked together very closely. Could you just tell us a little bit about how you started and where it all began, really? Only what you want to tell us, obviously.
What with Daniel?
Yeah, with your life, how it started, how you met Daniel, whatever you feel comfortable telling us.
Well, I met Daniel through just madness, really. Like yeah, man. I was going through some shit, even in school. I'll tell a lie. I met him in school. He used to work with other kids in the school. Yeah. And I always used to get on with him. And then one day, coincidence, he ended up working with me.
And he's not let you go since?
No, I can't lie. I'm surprised he didn't let me go with all the shit I was doing.
He's consistent. You don't give up, Dan.
No, we can't give up. He knows what I'm like. He knows what me and Simon were like with him.
Daniel, where was you at mentally and physically, your life, when you met Daniel?
Oh, fucking hell. I work where I am today. I know that.
Yeah.
I'll probably. It's hard to say, man, because I don't really. You can't really explain.
Keep still. Keep still.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you can't really explain what you're going through. It's just a part of life, isn't it?
Yeah. So so without getting into too much detail, you started with criminality from a young age, basically.
Yeah.
And was that out of survival or choice?
Both, really.
Both.
Yeah,
you started surviving and then you chose to carry on doing it.
No, it was survival, but I chose to do it because the way I saw it is no one else was helping me. So
yeah, so you had to go and do it for yourself.
Yeah.
And that obviously led you into bad ways.
Other shit, yeah. And then one thing led to another and then all got on top.
This is the thing. When you start on that path, it's very easy to go down that path, isn't it? Because you're already, you can only progress to get a bigger criminal.
Once you're involved. Like even today, right? I'm fully legit, but there's always a but, because there's still stuff going on around me that, you know,
which is
it
hard
will never
to
sort
ignore.
of leave me. There are still people that are probably gunning for me as much as I'm gunning for them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So that side of things will probably never change, but I don't go looking for it anymore. So
okay. And what about the environment you're in? Are you still living in the same environment that you sort of grew up with, or have you took yourself away from that?
Well, I still live in the same place I've lived with my mum my whole life.
How do you find that with now having a, you know, a straight life compared to before? You find it tempting to go back?
Every day.
Yeah.
Every
so the
day.
struggle is
because
there
I'm
every
still,
day.
Because even though I'm doing things that most people my age ain't doing, I'm still not happy with where I am.
Of course, and financially, because you left, I imagine, a whole different financial situation to now, because legit money and non-legit money is complete different. Was that a shock to adapt to as well?
Yeah, but, well, no, because to be honest, I know for a fact now I can make more money building than doing anything else.
That's amazing.
My God.
So I don't need to sell nothing.
Good, see, that is amazing. So you don't need to do it. You don't need to put yourself in that situation no more.
No, not really. I mean, obviously, it's like I say, even though I've changed, people around me are still on the same stuff, and I've grown up with them. I'm not just gonna cut people off, like, you know.
But how do you look at them people now? Do you see that used to be you a long time ago? Like you look at it from an outside point of view now.
Yeah, but obviously, you know, there's always temptation, because I see, you know, I'm working my balls off, and sometimes I'm seeing my guys and they're out just doing whatever they want to do. You know, one of my guys, he's making so much money off the streets, it does make me sometimes think maybe I should just jump back on. But, you know, why would I throw it all away now? So
when you do feel that temptation, what do? Do you have to talk yourself back round, or do you like...
No, not really, because it's like I said, that, you know, I'm planning to open up. Well, in fact, this weekend I'm opening my first business.
Well done. And
then I'm also buying another company that I used to work for. So
it's amazing.
Yeah, man. So I'm definitely not looking back to the streets.
You are amazing. Yeah. Because if you see what you've come from, and I bet you don't praise yourself very often, but you do need to stop and like pat yourself on the back and just realize actually what you've done is incredible, because the willpower to still be living in the environment you're living in, and every day walk past it and still go to your job and do what you need to do. I think that's amazing, because a lot of people can't even be in that environment without the temptation taking over. So you're living in the temptation and you're still resisting. So your willpower towards it and your attitude, you're a completely different man than what you was.
Yeah, and that's what everyone keeps telling me. But obviously, in my eyes, it's not as big as everyone's making it. You know what I mean?
No, because you're quite hard on yourself. I can see that. You're like, well, it's not really a big deal.
I've got to be hard on myself, otherwise I ain't got no motivation. You know
of course, I get that. But don't forget, you can accept praise from everyone else, because you have done amazing. Although you don't think it's a big deal when everyone else does, it doesn't mean it's not a big deal. It is. It's amazing. You could be out there right now with Daniel chasing you down the road.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He knows where you are. You're at work. You know, where
you wouldn't find me this time.
I'm not going to find you.
I'm still waiting for mixed foundations, by the way. I have added it.
Where's Simon?
Yeah, he should be jumping in.
So over the years, having Simon and Daniel there, how much has that helped you?
No, it definitely helped me. And you know what, right? It's not even been brought up, but one of my best experiences in life, believe it or not, was when I got banned from Barnet and they moved me up to Nottingham for 6 months.
Was it?
Yeah, I've still got people up there. In fact, as soon as I get my driving licence, I'm going straight back up there.
When you first went there, did you think, oh, this is going to be the worst thing in the world?
Yeah, of course, because I'm going there in a fucking armoured cab with security and that. I'm thinking, what is this? I'm going to prison or something,
Yeah, I'm in big trouble.
And then, I got there and it's like boot camp holiday. You know what I mean?
And you actually really enjoyed it?
Yeah. Me personally, like obviously it's different for every young person. You know what I mean? Some people get moved out of the area and then it's like, yeah.
Are you getting up the road?
Yeah.
I've just given him some money to get everyone a big platter.
Alright.
Can you help him?
Yeah. That's cool.
I
Are you
love
going
the
up there now?
sandwich.
He's at work, Vicky.
Right.
He's at work at the moment.
No,
I
I'm not
just
at work.
want to know
I'm
what
just.
he's having for lunch. I was well involved there. Must be a platter. I'm like,
No,
what's with the
pizzas.
platter?
We're getting a platter for everyone to share. It's Friday,
Where are you
innit?
working? I'll be there in 10.
Yeah, man.
So having that guidance and having Simon and Daniel there for you, obviously has helped you come where you are today, right, Perry?
Cool.
It's
Yeah, sorry
multitasking.
about that.
That's all right. So having Daniel and Simon there in your life has really helped you get to where you are today, do you think?
Yeah, 100 million billion%. Can't doubt that at all.
So the world needs more mentors like that can help other young people like yourself.
Yeah, 100%. But I don't think you're gonna get another Daniel and Simon, to be honest. So
They broke the mold and they made them.
yeah, innit?
Yeah. But I just think, what about yourself? Would you like to help with young people? Do you feel like, I feel like you could really be good at this because you've got the real life experience?
You know what? Yeah, I would, but it's like I say, I'm with everything I'm trying to set up right now with the companies and that. And
Oh, obviously, once you've become a millionaire and put everyone's roof on, I've got it, yeah. But then you need to.
Then you might be able
work
to give
with
something
us.
back a little bit, yeah?
yeah, innit?
I mean, we
No,
can all
but-
come chip in, get you here quicker.
No, but I've said to Daniel before, I don't mind, innit? But it's obviously the thing is, I still know people on,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, that are still just as involved as they was 5 years ago. So I've got to be sort of careful what I'm doing
Yeah.
and what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I completely understand that. That's what I was saying. I think it's really good about what you've done because you're still in the environment, and to still be in an environment and still, you know, have that much strong willpower. You know, you're walking past it every day. I think you're doing amazing.
Yeah.
You know, some people have to leave every friend behind to start fresh, and yet you still managed to keep a balance of both worlds.
Yeah.
But you're staying on the right side of the world.
Yeah, with difficulty, but you know,
You've done it though.
You've got.
I'm tough.
I'm going to try you again. Mixed foundations.
Perry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to say, so, you know, back in the day, you know, things were challenging for you. And I remember one of the questions I think Vicky asked you, was it about choice and survival? I know you said a little bit about, like, it was a bit of choice. For me, I think we would both say to you that it was probably more about survival because you never really had anybody in your back corner, did you? I know your mum, listen, your mum always had your back. She had her own things that were going on, sort of thing. So the way that I look at it, I think it was a lot more survival because you remember that conversation that I had with you the other day about how you used to get really frustrated with people that came from a family background who had a mum and a dad that had 2 cars on the drive, but yet they still
even still to the day I've still got the same mindset.
That's what I mean, and that used to really frustrate you, didn't it?
Yeah,
and it still does. And I guess that's why I believe, I know you said it was a bit of choice, I know you said it was a bit of choice, Vicky. I do believe a lot of it for you was survival because your life wasn't easy.
I believe that
no,
too.
No, definitely not.
There was a lot going on. There was you know, I hope you don't mind me saying, your father wasn't around. You've had sporadic moments where you've ended up finding
I don't need him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know that. And you know, I guess that was the responsibility myself and Simon sort of tried to put in place for you in being an elder, in trying to show you what a man should be like.
Yeah, in the right way as well. That positive figure in your life, which is, you know, I think is really brilliant to have. And like you said, look what you've done on your own. You don't need no one.
No, I know, but sometimes I wish I did have all the luxuries of family to ring up and, you know, this person and that person, but, you know.
But you know what? That makes you stronger in the long run. And you can build your own little family as you go on in life. And, you know, from what you've had in your upbringing, you'll know what not to do. And I know it's a negative almost, but all it will do now is impact positively because you won't ever be that person. You won't ever be in that situation because of your life. You know, one day when you have children, you're going to bring them up completely different to how you was brought up. You'll do things different.
Definitely.
So everything you've learned,
don't teach them.
Yeah, exactly. Everything you've learned one day will become a positive because you'll know what not to do. you know, and you're so streetwise and stuff like that. Some parents have no clue about what their kids are doing. I guarantee your kids up to something, you'll know it like that. You know, so your experiences will turn into a positive, and you're getting there. You've already turned your life around. I mean, now you've just got to crack the businesses, become a millionaire, work for us, sort it.
I like it, Vic.
Hey, listen, just give me 2 seconds. Let me order this food.
That's all right, Perry. We're going to let you go, okay? Thank you so much for today.
No, that's all right.
You're amazing. I really appreciate you being honest and telling us your story.
No, that's cool,
Simon wasn't able to join in. I'm sure Simon's going to want to give you a shout after we finish this surgery today. Just have to guy as well.
Yeah, well, I've got an easy day today, so I'm on my phone basically.
Yeah, I'll pass your number over to him straight away after this, and I know he's gonna, because I know he's been desperate to join in. He wants to talk to you. He's very proud of you. We're extremely proud of you. Just keep doing what you're doing, brother. And at some point, I've always told you this. You're gonna be working with us.
Yeah, come on.
You know that.
Well done, Perry. Thank you. Have a great day. Enjoy your platter.
Yeah, enjoy your food.
I will do.
Starving. I really hope you enjoy it.
Later, brother.
See you later.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Damn, just give me a sec. Oh, no. Oh. Sorry. I've done something wrong. Oh, honestly. I've invited Perry again.
I don't know what is. Listen, the Insta, to everybody that's listening out there, thank you. The Insta doesn't work great for us today at all.
I'm like an old grandma with it. I don't know what's going on with me today.
And I hope everybody can understand that story about Perry. I know we didn't speak too long, and it's not about the praise for me and Simon really here, or any of our projects. It's about that young person there and the changes that he managed to do. And I guess that's what our organisations are about. All three of our organisations that are linking up today, we're here to try and create that change. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Okay, so I just got 2 video requests. And I don't know how I've done it, but I've done it. Oh my God.
Who's that?
It's good.
What's going on?
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, sorry about that, everybody.
Sorry about that, everyone.
Ricky, I'm going to be happy about this phone.
Oh my God, I'm doing it again, guys.
Ricky's your
Ricky, are you in a real cupboard?
I'm in a big cupboard.
Hello?
Okay.
Is it me?
Yeah, it's you, Rick. I'm sorry. That's so horrible the way I don't know what's going on.
I don't even know how we just got that onto the video thing, because I just clicked to invite Ricky and I think someone's sending us requests and it's accepted it.
Right.
Okay.
So I apologise for the confusion there. Rick, I'm going to try and remove you and try and bring in Simon, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'll speak to you in a minute.
In a minute.
Okay. Dan, okay, let's try this.
It's been a difficult one for you today, Vic. You're doing well.
I feel like life is punishing me for having the week off last week. Okay. It's definitely Ricky Ash's throat. Yeah, Nanny, don't worry. If he needs help, we'll get to him. But I don't think we're going to be able to help him on the Instagram live. So I'd rather just message him after and talk to him one-to-one if that's the case. But thank you, Nanny D. We will get to him. Don't worry. Okay, Mixed Foundation. I don't know what's going on today. I don't think Instagram wants me to talk to anyone. Okay. Mixed Foundations and DBA. Okay, we're going to try this again. Yes, I don't know what happened there. I just think someone was trying to add themselves to the chat and that's how it come up. But don't worry, I'll be straight onto it after the Instagram live today. Okay, I don't know what's going on right now. I'm just going to try and add Andy back in. Andrew. Okay, guys, we're just waiting for people to join us. I don't think I'm having a very good day today, technology, as you know. Hi, Andrew.
Yeah, back in. Yeah, that guy, Vic, he didn't look too well. How
No,
did
he
he come on the
didn't.
screen? Maybe let's bring him back in, see if he needs help.
Okay.
If he's happy to talk, let's have a go.
Okay. Okay. If you're still there, the guy that I just added into the chat, and you'd like to come back on, would you just send me another request and I can add you back in? No problem. I just didn't know if he was sure that he put himself on the Instagram. That's why I didn't want him to feel.
Yeah, awkward. Fair enough.
If
he adds back and he does
if
need
you're
help,
still here and you want to join us, then that's fine. But you're on Instagram Live, so I just didn't want to put you on and you felt
100%.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, and this is what the platform's about. If we can, you know, sort of trying to help people. What an inspiration Perry was. Great example. Young man who's trying and has actually changed his life around. You know, and it goes to show how you bring young people out of an environment and him taking ways, he said it himself, to a different area. You know, it can make a world of difference. That's why housing and resettlement is so important. You know, we have a lot of young people, they get caught up in gangs, and it's because of the area they're in, the friends they're around, you know, toxic friends. Suddenly they're in that whole thing, and if they want to even move away from it, they feel tied to it, you know. And as I said, Perry's a great example of someone who's changing their life.
I thought what was amazing that he stayed in his own environment and he's carried on a normal life.
Yeah, you know, and he's certainly, you know, he's sensible in what he says and what he's trying to do and moving forward, you know. And there are so many young men like him out there who are crying for help, you know, and unfortunately, you know, they aren't being heard. You know, and in many cases it's too late. You know, they get so deeply rooted into the gang, suddenly they find themselves in prison, and it's revolving doors. You know, once you go in, you find yourself going in and in, round and round, until you end up with a massive sentence, and you don't see the door till you're maybe 70 years old, 60 years old. That's a reality.
I think what's great about when you're young as well, if you've got people that want to help you, they can help you, show you the way that there is a different life. Otherwise, if you don't have anyone there, you spend your whole life being a criminal before you realise you need that help. I mean, like yourself, if you had someone when you was younger, more guiding you, more on you, you can get that bit more help from a younger age. If not, like you said, you go on, you keep going back, It's a repetitive thing until you get older and realise yourself. I
think it's about role models, Vic, you know.
Yes.
We are what we put out, you know, and young people, the role models they set in life are really bad examples, you know, and a lot of them is drawn through music, different things. It's not said that all role models in music are bad, you know, but a lot of the people they look to and aspire to want to be, if you hear what they're talking about, you know, at the end of the day, you know, some of what they're putting out there is terrible. It's toxic. There's nothing positive about, you know, moving forward. Now I get it, if you're making money, you're doing it, and you know, it's part of the thing, but people need to be more conscious, you know, about what they're putting out there, you know, because young people are easily susceptible to get involved in things and to do things and to try things, and unfortunately, you know, they can make a mistake, and a mistake can cost you life, effectively, you know, leading to death, or it can, you know, cost you a prison sentence, which is just as bad as death, if the truth be known, you know. But also I'm going to take the time to shout out a wonderful person, right? And I know she won't want this done. She's come under as nanny, Chrissy. She's been amazing. She's donated to the foundation.
Who I'm talking
That's
to,
Nanny. Right, okay, so Chrissy, you're an amazing person, Chrissy. I've known that girl for a long time, and I've got nothing but respect and admiration for her, and I wish her all the success and, you know, love in the world. All right, so had to pick you up.
There you go. Well said, Andy.
Right, so she'll be embarrassed now.
Nanny's been supporting me today on the technology
she'll be
side
embarrassed
of things.
now.
So thanks, Nanny. I'm going, thank you, Nanny.
But yeah, you know, as I said, you know, there's so much things we've got to do. And on that note, we're going to be launching the whole bus campaign next week. You know, we've got to get that double-decker bus converted and get it into the communities. Because
a bit about what we want to be doing with the bus once it's up and running, Andy.
That's going to be the Made in London project, basically, and we're going to be getting double-decker bus, the used one. The aim is to convert it. We're going to have a prison cell effect in now. That looks like it's going to be done now in virtual reality. So, you know, young people will be able to put on a headset and they will be able to see what it is really like, and not just in a prison cell, but within the inside of a prison, which isn't very nice. And, you know, it's not all grim. You know, there's going to be a mentor on there to show them the shock reality of what that's going to be about. But also there's going to be lightness to it as well. The upstairs of the bus is going to be converted into audio and recording studios where they can learn skills in audio editing, things like this. And, you know, they'll be able to make things like make a film or a documentary mobile phone. And professionals will teach them what to do, as well as we'll be using it for live podcasts and taking it to different locations.
Sorry.
Paused there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. You just paused.
I think you paused or I paused. So yeah, so you can find that on our donate page on the website. You know, donations are open now. Hopefully, I've got Shaun podcast, the Shaun Attwood podcast coming out in a couple of weeks, and I put a big appeal out on that one. So hopefully that will bring some more people to awareness of it.
Yeah.
Cool. Should we jump back in, Dan, or something?
We have sent a request for DBA and Mixed Foundation.
Okay.
I just think today, I don't know what's been going on. Maybe the world's gone back to normal. I don't know what's
Who
going
knows,
on.
yeah.
The technology has just been poor for us today. So just thank you to everyone that's been persistent and stayed with us.
It looks like it. It looks like it. Have we got anyone else that wants to jump on here? Is Josh Myers in there? Should we get Josh in? I saw Josh floating around.
Not working at all. Okay, one sec. Let's see if he's floating about here. Okay, I've sent the request. Everyone's sort of saying it's just not working today.
Really? Let's see.
Yeah. Not working at all. No,
Right,
it's not happening.
They're not jumping in, no?
Not working.
Try Josh. Let's see if Josh is out there.
I've sent Josh one as
and
well.
nothing jumping. All right, maybe let's put a random in, shall we?
Mixed Foundations is unable to join.
All right, so if anyone wants to throw up their hands, you've got something to say, do it. Let's see if we can get you in.
Yeah, anyone
Open
else?
forum.
I have invited that guy that came up twice now, but he's gone offline.
Not a problem. Well, if
so what we'll do is we'll give him a message after.
And if he does need help, please contact us.
Yeah,
privately,
no
we can
problem.
speak about the situation. Because he didn't look in a good way at all, did he?
Because when the screen first flashed up, he looked a bit shocked. So that's why I thought,
he did, yeah. So
yeah, he might
let's
have
see.
not meant to come on it. So I mean, I've invited him twice back, so it might have just been a mistake. But we'll just contact him to check. Josh Myers is unable to join.
Okay.
So
all right,
basically, guys, I really am passing the buck on to Instagram today. It really is down to them.
Looks like we hit a technical problem.
We really tried to get all the guests back on, but it's not happening. So we're gonna
never mind. Well, we've got 6 minutes left of the show, so I'm pretty sure yourself and I are more than capable of boring life out of everybody for the next 6 minutes. So yeah, you know, let's talk about some of the projects moving forward. We're back out of lockdown now, and what we really want to do is get stuff out there. We want to be getting into the schools, getting into the prisons, offering intervention and rehabilitation. You know, there's a bunch of courses we've been writing and developing during this period. And as I said, what we want to do is all the people who have been requested to go on some of these courses. It's unpractical, unfortunately. We can't obviously, put everyone on the specific course they want to get on right now. Obviously, resources aren't going to allow us to do that. But what we're going to do is we're opening 2 courses. One's going to be the peer mentorship course, which myself and Simon from Mixed Foundations hosted for a group of people about a month ago, which was incredible. It was great success. Yourself was on that as well, Vic. And we're going to open that up again shortly in a couple of weeks. And hopefully those people who have requested to go on courses will invite you on those. And you can come on those. You attend those free. They'll be done via Zoom. We've also got a training space in Croydon now, courtesy of Careers Academy. So we'll be taking one-to-one courses and bringing those across. We've got Womanhood, hopefully, which will be, completely and ready to go on the road in the next month or so, Vic, which you'll be spearheading. And we've got the Man Plan, and a very good friend of mine has been developing a course from prison. And as I said, that's going to have every ingredient that's needed. That's called Awakening. And he is a young man that was involved, deeply rooted in gangs. Obviously, his mother and his father I know very well. And that's a real story. On Monday, that story will be told on this channel. But as I said, we getting in deep and getting people who've got real life experiences to write courses, to develop them and not only give them a pathway into mentorship, because these are the voices that need to be heard and young people will listen to them, what they've got to say. But I think it's important because they've had the real heartbreak, they've understood it when it's too late, and for an action, you could be paying for the rest of your life, and that's what it's all about. You know?
I think as well, there's a lot of people on here with their own stories and their own life experiences. And if you feel like that you can help other people, then you just don't know where to start. Then I think this is a really good place to start, to be honest. I mean, you're guided right from the start to the end. I can tell you that from my own experience. You know, you've got that guidance. You've also got a mentor. You need to be mentored yourself. You know, you need someone always. So I just think it's a really good space mentally to be in. When you're helping other people, it helps yourself. You know, I just think you can make such a difference. And I just think a lot of people don't know where to start in that career. I think we often really do give that ladder up, and they're going to be credited. So, you know, you're moving up in the world, you're getting yourself a qualification, and you're doing something that don't even feel like a job to me. I never feel like a work. I just feel like I spend time talking to people, and like you do anyway. We do it all day to other people we know.
Yeah, 100%. And on that note, you know, it's a call to action. We're putting it out there for people who want to get involved with the foundation and volunteer with us. The bus project's a big project. We're calling for people who can help us put that bus together and build it. Practical skills, you know, I mean, like, you know, from carpenters to mechanics, right the way through, you know, audio engineers, stuff like that. We're looking for you.
We are looking
We're calling on you.
You know,
that's one single project.
Difference to someone's life.
Got it. People who can reach out, looking to put together a phone line, an emergency line that people can call. You know, looking for people who are happy to man that phone and are prepared to get involved, to give good standard advice to people. If
anyone knows anyone that wants to give back to community but doesn't feel confident enough to do one-to-one or mentoring, then there's other things you could be doing, like help us build a bus. You know, there are so many things. Yeah. There's nothing that you can't do to help us. So any help at all, whether you want to do something specific or something else, we don't mind. Just approach us and help us. That's all we need.
100%. And you know what it is as well. And for people who have watched some of the podcasts recently, the James English and stuff like that, I'm going to have to put it out there again. You know, the last thing in the world I want to do is glorify crime. And people who may look at these things, I think it's a great, incredible, glorious lifestyle. Yeah, you do have a lot of ups, and you do have lots of things that come with it. But also the consequences are severe, you know. And today's 1 year since I buried my father. You know, and I look at it like that and I think to myself, you know, so much time lost with people who really, you know, gave a lot, you know, to kind of try to give me a better life, you know.
And you don't want people to miss out on them years again.
I don't want them to miss out. I don't want their parents to go through it. I don't want, you know, their families to go, their wife, their kids, you know, whoever they've got. I don't want them to miss those years, you know, because when they're gone, it's too late. And for all the money in the world, it's just not worth it.
Andy, that you would have steered in a better direction?
I think, look, you know, at the end of the day, I had many options, Vic, where I could have went in different directions, and it wasn't for the one that I had lack of business opportunity. I had some amazing business opportunities, you know, and some of those I seized, but I didn't seize as I could have done properly, you know. But it takes experience, and it took me years to, you know, get that wisdom, and a lot of that came from prison, believe it or not, you know. It came with the realisation that,
but
you know,
with other people in prison, they've got that life experience as well.
Lots of people, a lot of people
years ahead of your thinking experience.
People I've left behind in prison, some of them never come out, some of them do natural life, you know, without parole. You know, so it's a question of, it can be a horrible ending. But, you know, for anyone who I want to get you out of that. I don't want to see anyone do that. I wouldn't wish my worst enemy, you know. So, you know, I give everything to this foundation. As I said, I don't take money, no money from it. I don't want any money from it. I just want to, you know, see lives be changed, you know, as I said.
The same conclusion that you came to about in prison, that I can't do this anymore. Did you find a lot of men your age that was in similar situations had the same attitude, like this is enough now?
Well, this was born from a prison cell, you know, the APF Foundation. It was born from a category cell at Belmarsh, you know, and it was, again, a friend we spoke about earlier today, guy Mumbles, you know, and him and I, we spoke and we said, look, you know, the guys are killing each other, these young people. What are they doing? You know, and he came up with a name, funny enough, one postcode, it was Mumbles' his name. And we said, let's try to create a course. And we spoke to the governor, who was head of safer custody. We, you know, we really did wear her down until eventually she kind of agreed as to allow us to go and speak to some of the young guys on the wings, you know, who were, you know, regretting what they'd done, because they were doing massive sentences, you know, and they looked at it where they could give something back. And added to that, you know, we just started something, and it you know, it worked. One postcode we no longer do. We've got other courses now, obviously, which are more up to date, to do with knife crime and county lines, and more of the things that come into play. But, you know, it doesn't stop at one course. You know, as I said, the thing the other day was an addiction. I have an addiction to criminality, criminal lifestyle. You know,
Yeah.
and that can be worse sometimes than a drug addiction.
Yeah, it's still an addiction.
Yeah, it's an addiction, and we've got to realise and understand those things and try our best we can to find the remedies and cures for those and help other people, you know, from falling down that ladder.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's pretty
And
much
I think
what it is.
together with all our experiences, hopefully we can prevent, even if it's one person, it's something.
For sure.
Right?
Listen, it's a movement, you know, everyone's coming together. You see how the foundations all pulled together. You know, we've got Simon, we've got Daniel, you know, they've got their own thing, and we come together and unify. I've always described the AP Foundation as a movement, as imagine it as a vessel, you know, we pull together almost like the Ottoman Empire, you know, when it's time to go to war and battle, I want to bring everyone with us, and we pull together, we unite, and, you know, we take down the battle. You know, if the battle's kids with gangs, if the battle's, you know, drug addiction, whatever it is, we'll draw our resources, pull together. And it can't be about ego, it can't be about, you know, one man up ship. It's got to be all about unity. You know,
they
that's the only way young people will learn.
To raise a child, right?
100 village to raise a child, and it's so true.
Yeah.
Truest saying ever. You know, any young person looking for help will do our utmost to do it. If we take a bit of time to get back to you, it's just because we're short on staff and people, obviously. So, you know, we're reaching out to volunteers, but everyone will be answered. Everyone that's ever contacted our foundation gets an answer. You know, if we can help or not, we'll try our hardest. You know, we'll put it out there. That's what we're all about.
Any help anyone can offer us, we will greatly appreciate it. And any help we can give to anyone else, we will do. This is what we do. So anyone watching today that can offer any kind of help, needs any kind of help, then talk to us. We'll get back to you at some point. We will get there.
For sure.
Thank you for your great comments as well today, guys, and your patience and your technology help with me. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry we couldn't get everyone on, but we will sort it by next week, and we will be back to normal, hopefully.
Great. Take care. Thanks, guys.
Have a lovely day, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Take care.
Bye.
We'll see you next Friday, 12 o'clock.
Bye.
Bye-bye.